thank you for your patience. It's been I wouldn't even say a long night, it's been a long week. So I appreciate that. Where do we start? Steiny?
We can open it up.
Let's open it up on our draft picks here.
If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring a mic to you.
I might be able to hear you.
Maybe. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, when did you kind of identify Kobe Buffkin as someone that you wanted to pick in the first round at number 15, and how does he embody being a Hawk?
So, with Kobe Buffkin, when I first saw him this year, I texted one of our guys, one of our scouts, and was like, this kid's pretty interesting. And he agreed. And I think it got serious when one of our intel sources said something along the lines of, there are guys who love the game, and then there's guys who are in love with the game. This is a guy that is in love with the game. And I've mentioned before about Hawks DNA. Hawks DNA is about being in love with this game and giving it your all. And you'd be surprised at how many guys do that and how many don't. But he's a guy that there was no doubt about it. That's a guy that loves this game. And it's not just him, it's with all of the guys that we took tonight. So he's an unbelievable person. When we spoke with him in Chicago, that was another huge moment for me. Just very mature, the way he sees the game, the feel, the IQ, the confidence that he has as well. Just a very fluid type of player. Play on ball, off ball, defends, and that's big for us as well. And he's young, still growing, and getting better. So it was a good choice for us. We're very excited about that.
I've been around here covering this team for quite.
Brad?
My bad. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
I know you talked about what you're seeing in Kobe. As far as role and how he fits into what your scheme looks like and what you see from him there, what do you sort of envision for that?
Yeah, well, right now, I mean, this is a guy that went beyond any positions and just saw a guy that is a Hawks fit. He's got that Hawks DNA. Very talented. He's obviously a guard, and I think one of the biggest pieces was his defensive ability. And that's something that, if you look at him from his freshman year to his sophomore year, was a huge jump. And I really credit him. He actually talked about a teammate of his and how he thought he was the best defender on the team when he got there as a freshman. And so what he ended up doing is he ended up watching film of that teammate time and time again in order to be more like him. There's guys that watch film, but to like that in depth and to talk about certain guys that are on your team that you see where you want to go and you see the guy that's there and then try to emulate that outside of just the NBA is pretty special. So it's like we've got a lot of work to do with him, and we'll kind of see how it shapes up roster wise. But like that's a guy we're willing to take a swing on, and we did.
As I was saying, I've been around here covering this team for quite some time. We've had a number of Hawks, Jason, Jed, Terry, leave, go to Mavericks, NBA champion. Zaza left, went to the Warriors, NBA champion. Al Harford was here. Now he's, doing incredible with the Celtics.
Yeah.
What are your plans as GM to get us past this curve? And at least another. Like with Joe, we got for the first time second round to the playoffs. But so what is the game plan?
Well, it's a long-term play for sure. We've got a lot of really good, talented players right now, and tonight is a part of that plan. It's about getting players that fit the system and the character that we're trying to build with long-term, and they got to be talented. And so right now we harp a lot on development and getting with Coach Quinn Snyder and the rest of our front office and the coaches that we've hired. Like that is a huge focal point and emphasis for us. So the plan is absolutely, we want to win championships here. And we've got to do that in a number of different ways. You do that through trades, you do that through free agency, and then you do that through the draft. And you do that through internal development. So tonight was about picking players that we believe we can grow with and then developing them over time and to be those players that are going to bring us the championships that we are seeking after.
Landry, Manuel Glade, the Crush Sports Talk. Two quick questions. One, was there any talk of any movement for you guys in the draft, or were you comfortable at the 15th pick? And the second part of the second question is, do you see Kobe being more of a point, one or two, or a combo guard for you guys?
Yeah, so I'll answer the second question first. He's a guard that can play on ball, off ball, can guard his position, and he could probably, as he develops in the performance space and gets better with his body and whatnot, he could probably be pretty rangy with his athletic ability and defensive ability to guard maybe, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We'll see what fours look like in time, but that would be nice. So we've, that's a little bit of a blank canvas right there, but he's still, like, even the floor as a player with where he's at today, like the feel that he has to play with, like he'll be a guy that plays sooner rather than later, I would imagine. And to your first question, yes, I mean, part of our job is exploring any and every option to help make this team better, but to do it in a way that holds true to who we are and who we want to be more of. So yeah, there was a lot of talks on the phone a lot this week, and especially around that pick that we had.
Landry,
Nope.
following that up, given the financial situation on your roster right now, how difficult is it going to be to improve your roster this offseason with trades?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We've done early work on some things so far, and right now I think there's a lot of optionality perhaps for the future, but I wouldn't consider it something that's necessarily difficult. I think that, if that's the right word I would use for it, I think that we have things that we can look at in time, but part of this is about development and improving our roster that way.
Will we see these picks showcase their talents in Summer League?
Yes, we will. We have a few of our guys that are going to play Summer League that are on our current Hawks roster as well. And then yes, assuming health is totally fine, you'll be able to see them.
Brad?
I know you mentioned your second rounders, plural. Is there a second guy that you guys acquired, and what else do you make of Seth Lundy and what you're getting out of him?
Yeah, so there's one guy I can't talk about, unfortunately, through NBA rules. But with Seth Lundy, he was actually just here, I believe it was in our last workout. Is it our last workout? Yeah, our last workout. And he's actually a guy that we've monitored, but he really caught our eye at the combine. He just has an elite skill in shooting, and he plays with toughness. And he came out here and lit it up in front of us, and that's that was part of just who he is. He's been doing that for a long time at Penn State. And a guy where you can never have enough shooting, and again, this is like a character fit. These are the guys that we want to build with, that make it fun to build with, and guys that we know are going to maximize their potential. So we're very excited about him as well.
Any final questions? Okay. Thanks, Layton.
Thanks, everyone.